I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child because he wants to build a bridge to something different, but there's nobody around to teach him how. He's a criminal because he robbed life. He had to take chances. And he tore his clothes trying to jump the fences of these circumstances. They're mad because he pulled up in a ghost like Casper. All he wanted to do is live happily ever after in laughter. He gave his opinion but didn't get recognition because his few minutes of fame was interrupted like Taylor Swift. They switched on him like a stick shift. And you don't need a need for speed to catch his drift. He didn't have both parents, like fairly odd parents, to grant his every single wish. Life wasn't perfect and good. If he came across a genie lamp like Aladdin, the only thing he wished is that somebody would reach out a helping hand and help this boy become a man. The wrong way is the only way he know, but if you put him on your shoulders, he could understand. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child because even as a teenager, still no role model to look up to now. So he studies his Bible like a textbook, and he practiced what he preached. He got the right to remain silent and the right to a freedom of speech. He didn't ask to be here, incarcerated and hurt. If he had a choice, I know he would have never came to this earth. The mischief that he witnessed wasn't meant to be seen. Please take him to another world like a green screen. If his eyes were a camera, they recorded times he was neglected. I wonder if the world could bear to watch from his perspective. Is he invisible because we can't see him? As a baby fetus, there was nobody who tried to feed him. At night, his bed was a boat, bedroom flooded in fears. He cried himself to sleep and almost drowned in his tears. He was the diamond in the dirt, the treasure on the ground. He had the blueprint to a better life, but he was never found. So wrap these babies in your arms and stamp their head with a kiss, just in case they never had a true love like this. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. Until I saw the successful man who he turned out to grow up and be now. Now everywhere he goes, his hands hurt from handshakes. Everybody want to give him hugs. My God. You would have thought that he had died the way these streets show him love. He got a pressure washer before he put it in his pocket because he got it out the mud. He's smarter than he thought he was. And when we look at where he came from, he knows he's not the only one. And anybody in this room who can relate to this story will be connected to a zillion watts, billion-dollar friends, $1 million wrapped in rubber bands. Life was a word puzzle, don't even know where to start. Now I can't even deposit what I made from this culinary art. The whole world gon' love him, like he married the Greek goddess Gaia. Rise up, girl, cause he's about to leave a mark the size of Pangea on this world. Make an impact like a comet, boom! I promise to God you can't stop it. Already been to hell and back, he got a souvenir finna sell the devil's horns on the black market. He's on a hunt like Kratos, 6 rings like Thanos. You ain't know? He told the world a long time ago that his little island was an inactive volcano. Sick to his stomach, had to vomit. He's about to erupt, mama, please open the door. Like oxygen, he needs you. He regurgitated book of words all over his bedroom floor. Dad D planted a problem when he met mommy. I'm sorry if I'm the detour you took from that degree. Since an unborn seed, I never forgot when I sprouted out your flower pot. You watered me, took care of me like a nursery. Body marked up like graffiti. Medusa effect, they freeze like a statue when they see me. Used to draw pictures on the pavement, now they outline us in chalk. The block is hot, you can fry an egg on the sidewalk. They wildin' like orangutans trying to make a stack. Daddy gone like a boomerang, do you know if he coming back? Meanwhile, he writes letters to his child like a pen pal is sad, trying to escape the state pen through a pencil and a pad. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child. I used to feel sorry for this fatherless child until the day came when he had the blueprint to give back to that child. What my mother did not know when I was a child is that I was writing a book titled What Daddy Didn't Know, The Letters of a Fatherless Child, detailing how I overcame my childhood trauma and became successful when I was once on the verge of becoming a statistic. According to the United States Census Bureau, there's an average estimate of 24 million children in America living in biological father-absent homes. And it's statistically proven that fatherless children are at a higher rate of dropping out of school, committing crimes, running away from home, drug abuse, suicide, teen pregnancy, incarceration, behavioral issues. Do your research and the list goes on. And as an adolescent, I stumbled across some of these mishaps. Not because I had bad intentions, but more so because I had a missing puzzle piece in my life where a father figure is supposed to be. It's harder for a boy to upgrade to a man when his designated instructor is not there to guide him. It forces you to learn things on your own. And without someone preaching experience into you, it's easy to get the wrong impression and steer in the wrong direction at the forks in the road. But as we all know, life isn't designed this way. You cut off the head, the body can't function, and it has the same effect on kids growing up without the head of that household. So, the world expects us to fail. And it happens so often that we become misguided social ills and statistics that the world has become numb to it and no longer know that this crisis is taking place. But you guys, you're our future. And that's why it's extremely important for programs like Real Fathers Making a Difference to continue to teach you, educate you, and inspire you so you can see a different perspective on life versus what you only have access to from your single mother's front porch. I remember when I finished the first draft of my first publication, I had went outside and I started to cry, and it had started raining as if God was trying to hide my tears. And he had told me, now you can spread your wings and fly to where you were supposed to be. And when you fly away, don't you ever look back. So God, you're telling me you want me to journey into uncharted territory towards a future that I cannot physically see. Every single morning when I walk out of my single mother's front door, you want me to walk on the substance of things hoped for, quote unquote, and the evidence of things not seen. But what I didn't know is that God already knew that door would become a portal to anywhere I wanted to go in this world. I won the National Indie Excellence Book Awards in the category of autobiography in Beverly Hills, California. Was recruited to be a scriptwriter behind the scenes for the 2015 Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade and Rose Bowl game, and single-handedly was issued contracts to write for multi-million-dollar companies because their CEOs wanted me to tell their life story that bad. And eventually established my own virtual school. And I told LC I had something special for you guys tonight. With this virtual school, what I have done is I have digitized everything. I usually bring books and do book signings and things like that, but that's in the Old Testament now. So when it comes to this new innovative experience, imagine an ebook. In the process of reading it, as you turn the pages, you see short films, interviews that look like it came out of a documentary, music that you can only hear if you are reading the book, nowhere else, and raw audio files from characters in the story speaking to you in real time, distributed at different places wherever is relevant in the story. And what we're going to do tonight is me and LC, we're going to see how many people in this room are actually serious about bridging the gap. So what we're doing, find either me or LC on social media tonight. If you are inspired by anything I said within these few minutes, send a direct message to one of us telling us what it was that inspired you. Everybody who sends an audio recording will get free access to what Daddy didn't know tonight. So don't you ever feel sorry for this fatherless child. Don't you ever feel sorry for this fatherless child. Don't you dare feel sorry for this fatherless child. Because he's the one with the blueprint about to show the next generation how. Thank you.